that's what I would be thinking here. It's also pretty good against Drow. He just pretty much, he's going to buy a BKB, run in, and pray he does enough damage in time. But we got 7 seconds.
Level 6 by 5 minutes in.
Exactly. You sort of have to ask yourself, why didn't Na'Vi go for the Lion pick that is so popular amongst every other team and would have done well against any offlaner?
Real trouble when that tornado is going to pick him up. He's so low, and there it is. First blood. SoNNeikO found it perfectly. General still here, but the EMP is going to burn out a lot of mana. The courier just watching the fight going on. The SoNNeikO so low on life. The fairy fire going to be expended. It's got 3 tanks. Ah, there it is. It will be enough sticky napalm charges on him. Being a double kill actually coming away. 2 in favor of no.
On the bottom lane, ditya-ra has now found up a Helm of Iron Will, so he has that sustainability and additional armor up against Faceless Void. It'll be a lot harder for Universe to actually trade.
Oh, General's in real trouble. That Firefly trying to get him away. Stick charge is going to trigger, and he actually turns for another sticky napalm. It allowed Drow Ranger the time to reach him. There's still one Hellbear, which isn't smoked up, and here they come. Look for that Troll Trap over on Arteezy. He might be level 6, but he can still die like the rest of them. Artstyle, and he'd have to sacrifice himself for this kill. Is the only way. They did get a lot of TP support up here, including Universe, who had 1 second time, and this may just be enough to catch up to him. But Arteezy stands his ground. Vincere as well, but so is General. Turns on the Firefly, and PPD lets another stun off, keeping that Bite Rider away, while Artstyle, he's getting ripped apart by Arteezy. PPD will die as a sacrificial lamb, but Fear in General, they're just battling it out. But okay, Outrider will find the kill first. But the Visage Familiars have finished the job, and Dendi back under the cover of Mel. The gust from Arteezy, he can't do any kind of physical damage into Dendi. The Familiars will double drop onto Dendi and keep him there. But the Chen army from Artstyle surrounding Arteezy, allowing SoNNeikO to hit into that carry Drow Ranger, and they're gonna find the kill. Yes, they do. Artstyle will grab himself a double kill. With SoNNeikO
line and Warcry with the extra armor, it's gonna be quite a tall order.
EG are really trying to contest this stack. Nice. The curse comes on PPD, taking a lot of damage. Allowing General to coming close. He doesn't have last Zeus. They can actually lock in SoNNeikO as well. Universe, well, no, there's a swap out from PPD. The Splinter Blast. They find the kill. The Sven's the one to take it. A hilarious thing to all. It was his dominated creep to find it. A 2-for-1 trade-off. As the Wyvern and Chen were still picked off on the back lines. Universe in a bit of a tight position back behind the tower, searching for General with a cold snap arriving from SoNNeikO. General having a hard time walking around that tower. He doesn't have enough mana, and he actually does with 6 1 charges available. He's going to have something, but it's not enough, and he can't find the space to TP out is what I was looking for.
Yeah, and Dendi was about to TP down, but then he realized that this was 1600 gold on a support hero.
Na'Vi's on the way. It's already too late, however. Roshan is in the hands of evil geniuses. There's no backdoor regeneration on tier 1 tower, just the fortification to deal with. But EG goes with it for also a great trade-off. Oh, hello, curse from SoNNeikO. Oh, wow, that damage! Invoker! SoNNeikO has just been traded.
Mindful of, and I don't think they're going to make this mistake again. I just think they were a bit forgetful about the fact that they cannot stand
this
together.
This is a big opening as well, General. The Wave of Terror is going to connect on him. PPD saw him coming, General. The Cold Embrace, once again, they can't kill him off. He's got Blink Dagger a little bit. He goes for the last 2, trying to control the Faceless Void, who then jumps in deeper. Chrono is on the Artstyle. They're looking to make this 2 kills, even looking for the 3rd over near SoNNeikO. But it's not going to happen. Just 2 heroes down for Na'Vi. 8 minutes in, if they're looking to do damage to this tier 3 tower. They know the push is coming up on the top. Now ditya-ra is going to return. Universe, time will himself in pretty deep. There's a swap from PPD. They go on top of ditya-ra. The damage output is ridiculously good for evil geniuses. And they will rip apart this tier 3 tower. The Aghanim has just freshly arrived as well over on Fear, so he's got fresh summons on the field. Artstyle with 2 attacks from Arteezy, where he dropped down half of his life. He's going to lose a bit of his mana as well. As that Invoker, the control and space created by him is allowing them to keep beating into this melee ranks. It's almost down. You have lost one of the familiars here from Fear.
Smoke and sort of prevent EG from
taking
the fight they want.
Universe leaves forward. He's looking for a chrono target. He found SoNNeikO. Actually allows him to buy. Oh, wait, no, they don't. ditya-ra, he backs out. Now the Cold Embrace is going to work. I thought SoNNeikO's effective in taking out this fight. He goes for the curse. It actually takes Invoker out for the moment. But Na'Vi still haven't found themselves a kill. ditya-ra is stranded over on the side, battling up against Arteezy as well as Invoker, until Dendi will bring the rain on top of PPD with a gust back. It is going to be EG taking this fight. Artstyle cannot chase himself out through the tree line. There's been 4 heroes lost for Na'Vi. A triple kill for SoNNeikO. And a very ineffective...
Sumail and Arteezy is just running in at them. They don't really care.
SoNNeikO, you're pretty visible there, man. The Chronosphere is going to go off because he had the Dark Root Wave right there. Universe on the other side of the trees. And SoNNeikO will drop. Alpha PPD, Universe will find that kill. And there's no reason why EG has to back out. Like, Roshan respawns up in a couple of minutes. Maybe this is the reason. Arteezy getting caught. ditya-ra just triggers the Ghost Strike. They really want this kill. The throw range with a 4-star to Mail. It's not enough time, though. The Firefly was already down from General. So they find the kill. Try and posture around the Roshan pip. Now in comes SoNNeikO, a lot more grouped up. EGR this time around. They go for the curse, but it just isolates Universe. But it doesn't matter when Fear does that much damage. You've already taken one. The Chrono looking pretty good to keep Arteezy and Dendi under control. PPD just playing king of the hill at the moment as Universe and well, it will be SoNNeikO teaming up to kill off this Ven. Dendi's on the run, but this is just looking really, really bad right now for Na'Vi. They only have General left alive.
To heal up, I think it's gonna be. If PPD commits it to Fear, I think they could just go for the bottom Raxes. There are no Chen creeps. Chen is essentially a fairly useful.
But Arteezy, it's just too easy for him to rip apart into that melee rack. With the EMP Tornado, Arteezy also kind of semi-removed from this fight. Yes. In close as Universe, while he blink in, the curse will come up. It's a nice one. As Invoker was taking a lot of life off the Faceless Void, has to retreat back out again. Dendi, he is being chased down by these familiars. The drop will come down, picking up both Arteezy and Dendi. The follow-up corner from Universe, perfectly on pinpoint position, but the stun from ditya-ra, look for the cleave. He needs more damage. Both, it is actually drained out of EG as SoNNeikO is way, way too deep. A double kill, however, from Fear. The damage is too much. Arteezy and the rest of EG zip the back lines, pumping out everything they've got into Na'Vi. SoNNeikO will drop. Dendi is being protected right now by his BKB and the Embrace. You're committing double buybacks, but EG again got what they wanted. They take a fantastic fight and they take it. Comes straight back up again.
And Fear sitting on a 7-1-8 score, now finishing off a Shieldless Guard as well.
Well done, familiars. They claim the rain tracks. There's Fury traps, they can see it. In general, you almost feel like it's worth the Firefly just to get the extra vision. So he'll lose 2 of them. As well, Fear, well, he came in himself. He's alone. He's completely alone.
You know what that is? That is Miss Micro.
That has to be Miss Micro.
From the old man himself, something you never see. He is the to take down for Sven and Templar Assassin.
Well, that tier 3 tower lasts long. Familiars plus Arteezy, once he turned on that aura, they focus as well as that melee rack, and there's your Chrono and Fear, catching out 3. Universe in the perfect position. Arteezy still playing objective-based gaming, and now the curse is out. Visage, Fear, he may go down. Arteezy trying to kill him off, but PPD swaps him out the perfect moment. ditya-ra just cannot get close up to do the damage, so General has to help him out by lassoing him back, but they really want Arteezy, but they can't find a target. The Deafening Blast makes a little bit more space. Where is this damage? It's still there from Evil Jesus, and nowhere existing from Na'Vi. ditya-ra moves the front lines, but it's GG. Na'Vi have lost way too much here. Evil Geniuses will take game 1 of this best of 3 semi-final.
Arteezy just stood his ground that entire fight, was like, what are you gonna do?
He didn't even help his teammates, he was just taking out the cracks.
I mean, at that point, he could let go of his keyboard and just... Oh, that was rough on Na'Vi.
It really was. It really was. You can see the reason why Na'Vi picked up the Winter Wyvern, because there were a couple of moments where he really did shine. In the laning phase, it really did shine. But you kind of feel was at too much of an expense, because the Faceless Void just got so much space. There was no extra pressure applied to, like,